podcast. Walk with me. Let it ride. That's right. Wanting to be heard in the black man's world, simple, they're complicated, just relax and observe. Breaking down of our families, restructured communities, to wake up and see only your losers are free. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery. Your enemy is your memory. We at your door, black mail delivery.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy TALLSHON. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
And you're now tuning into the Black Male Podcast, episode 93. This is episode 93. And by this time, y'all realize my Eagles is kicking ass and taking names. But, you know, I digress. How you doing, my guy? All right, repeat that, bro. Yo, Mike went out.
Giants are not serious at all.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
They took care of business. That's a warm-up game. Warm-up game for Jalen Hurts. He had to check out his shoulder. I like Jalen Hurts, though. He's dope.
Yeah, my guy slid. He was making sure he didn't get hit much. Joe Budden, off the Joe Budden podcast, said that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the Giants are going to hurt Jalen Hurts. He said that they're going to make sure that they hit him and see if that shoulder really worked.
That was a plan.
Yeah. You know, all good plans happen until you can't execute them.
I mean, I don't know. What he made was a blanket statement that makes sense, but I don't know if he knows who the Giants personnel are. I mean, now if he said the Cowboys would get to him, I mean, we got some people that can get to the quarterback. The Giants, I don't know. I mean, I maybe thought Lawrence Taylor was suiting up or something. I don't know.
Right.
Carl Banks, one of those guys. I don't know. But they look bad, bro. Even Eagle fans, you can't think that you were really going to destroy them like that.
Nah. I did not expect that. I expected a win, but I did not expect a blowout. I did not expect a blowout.
The real Daniel Jones stood up.
Yeah, he stood up and we laid his ass down multiple times too. That boy was sacked so much. That offensive line, boy. Them motherfuckers look like they wasn't doing nothing. They couldn't stop us from doing nothing.
Yeah, but y'all got one of the best front fours in the league. You know, definitely top three, top five.
Got nothing to do with that.
They do. It's playoffs time, bro. You gotta when you play against a defensive line like that, or even a front seven like the Cowboys have, this is when you come to the playoffs and you have an out-of-body experience. If you ain't ready to play, you're gonna get punched in the mouth just like that.
And they got punched in the mouth. And
never got back up.
Yeah, I mean, nothing I can do about that, man. Shit. But
no more Eagle compliments today. I'm done. That's what it is.
Make sure they see.
You wear your hat. That's right. I mean, that's cool.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Y'all need a new song. I hate that.
Road to victory. Let's get right into the show, man. Let's talk about sports. Our guy, our man, our mellow. Shannon Sharpe was about to fight at the Grizzlies game, son. What's your thoughts?
I mean, outside looking in, you could say Shannon Sharpe should be arguing no players, but that's not really what even happened.
Nah.
You got floor seats, you're into the game. He's a huge LeBron fan. He just told dude he couldn't guard LeBron. Son, you can't.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? Alligator Arms can't. So Alligator Arms made his comment, and then you talking to Shannon Sharpe like he's a civilian. I mean, dude's not a civilian, man.
Not at all.
He's not a civilian. Not saying that makes him better than a casual fan, but, you know, you athlete to athlete, that's just regular trash talk. You can't take trash talk now. These dudes are way too sensitive. Sensitive.
There we go. Yeah.
He did not threaten that man's manhood. He says, you can't guard LeBron. If I'm on the court, I'm going to look at him. I'm like, yo, you got me, OG. I'm going to laugh at it because, I gave my best. This dude is debatably the GOAT. I say debatably the GOAT because I don't want to hear the arguments. Who cares who's the GOAT is? Real talk.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
But
errors.
to me, if I'm in the NBA, it's an honor for me to guard LeBron James in crunch time. I had an opportunity to win or lose the game. If he scores on me, hey, man, that's LeBron.
That's LeBron. He's supposed to do that.
Where the rest of y'all was at? Y'all was scared to guard him. I D'd up.
Right.
That shit went way too far. But you see, he made up with the Pops, with John Moran. Pops like, bro, I ain't here for that garbage, man. Give me that. Boom, boom. That's strictly innocent, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got a bottle for you in the car.
Right. Plus, Ja jumped out there and was like, man, sit down. Sit your ass down. You know what I mean? Went back and forth with him. But it was light. It wasn't no. I think it got crazy when what's the big dude?
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams jumped in there and played, tough guy. And she's like, which he is.
I'm about to say, Steven Adams ain't playing. We're not going to do that.
Guy. He's a tough guy, which he is.
We're not doing that. We ain't doing that.
We ain't going to do that. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. He is a tough guy.
That
boy ain't nothing to play with.
I don't think Uncle wanted that one.
Nah, I don't think ain't many people want that one.
Yeah, but I mean, he was protecting his players. He didn't even know what happened himself. So
right.
I ain't really mad at him either.
They showed the video. They was like, yo, Shannon Sharpe went against all of them, but y'all see nobody ain't touched Steven Adams, though. Ain't nobody even touched him. Let him be. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I think he got overblown, man. He got overblown. I
do too.
I think Skip gonna give it to him, though.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely tuning in. Everybody know we pre-record this on Sunday. Yeah. So on Monday, I'm tuning in and we'll talk about it on the next episode. We tapped in on Monday.
Yeah. Skip gonna give it to him, bro.
Oh, he gonna give it to him. It's gonna be hilarious, man. That shit gonna be funny.
Shannon gonna laugh at it, though.
Oh no, he definitely is. As he should, though. He should be. I should laugh about that. It was good, man. Let's get into the show, man. Should we start with a quick hit blind reaction, or should we get right into our regular topics? What you think?
I mean, do how you feel, man. You know what I mean?
All right, let's go to the blind reaction. Let's get right to that one. Let's get a blind reaction going. And even though I think you already saw this, and I think everybody saw this, but I want to get your thoughts on this shit.
Ooh.
I'm gonna refresh it. You gotta refresh it.
Man in Tennessee has 30 children with 11 different women, and he is 33 years old. Now, according to CNN affiliate WREB, he is now begging the state to help him pay his child support.
The bottom line is, in Tennessee, when he is working his minimum wage job, he is supposed to give 50% of his paycheck to the 11 women that he fathered these children with, and they are supposed to divide it equally. The problem is some of the women are only getting $1.49 because he does work minimum wage. So just this week, he appeared in court, and he's asking the court to give him a break on those payments, on the $1.49 that he's giving to help support his children.
A man in Tennessee.
I mean, he has a baby with 11 children, so it's gonna end up being $1.56. They're spreading the money, and he makes minimum wage. But why y'all keep having babies with these guys?
There we go.
It's publicly known. It's been on TV. It's been all over YouTube. It's all. Yep. They've been announcing this guy since what, baby 20?
Yeah. Yep. Since baby 20, son.
And I'm just reaching. It might have been baby 15. Who knows?
And think about this, bro. Everyone is putting them on child support, complaining and this, that, and the third. Y'all, there's no way you could have known that he had all these kids prior to you getting pregnant by him. And some of y'all probably were repeat customers. I want to know, it's 11 women, 30 kids. Quite a few of y'all were repeat customers.
Like, what is going on?
Think about that, bro. Quite a few of them were repeat customers. Why you keep going back, letting that man shoot your club up? He ain't taking care of the first child.
He ain't taking care of the first child, then had 29 more?
Right.
Yo, get some birth control if you like getting your joint shot up like that.
Dudes too. The dude we not pushing no accountability past him as well. He's a trash ass individual. He's a trash individual, and all he doing is having sex, and
he ain't taking no pussy though,
and not owning up. He's still a trash individual. Still a trash individual.
But I'm saying he ain't taking no pussy.
I agree. He's definitely not taking, but he shouldn't be running for it neither and shooting up no damn club if you can't even take care. Yo, It's 11 women, 30 kids. At least 2 kids per woman, and one of those chicks had 3. At least. And that's on the low end. At least.
I mean, I don't even have a devil's advocate debate for that. But I'm saying is there's a level of accountability on both sides.
Right. But I don't want us to act like we're putting all the accountability on the woman's side.
No, I'm not doing that. But I'm saying this man has already proven he's foolish.
Right.
This is a proven irresponsible, foolish person.
Proven.
All 11 of you women know this.
That's a fact.
Y'all still let him blow that thing up.
No wrap up, no plan B, plan A, plan C.
Yo, they lucky it ain't some kind of outbreak the way he going.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
This man ain't used the condom since the first time he touched the condom.
Because he only 30 years old. So he been fucking since been fucking, bro. Excuse my friend.
Yo, listen, that's a new representation of 30 for 30, ain't it, nigga? Son, 30 for 30 out this motherfucker, man.
Yo, he trash, bro.
30 for, yo, son, listen. I got one son. I can't imagine having more than one son that doesn't live with me.
Yeah.
This guy has 30.
Yep. In the court, Tennessee.
30? Son, you don't know them kids. We were just talking about basketball. You couldn't name 5 Michigan State players off the top of your head. How do you remember the names of 30 children?
So why are you calling me out like this?
Hey, it happened. That's what we do. We make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable. My man is a Michigan State fan that couldn't even give me 5 players.
Because I'm not good with names, bro. I know who the people are.
That's what I said. You forget names. You took it somewhere else.
You're
I didn't call you out.
You're
I just gave an example of how you forget names. So how do you remember the names of 30 kids? Come here, boy.
Boy 1, boy 2.
Boy, yeah, right? Come here, you big head boy.
Yo.
You the fat ones.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Girl 3.
Yeah.
Girl 4.
Girl with the big feet.
Yo. Child 19.
Yeah.
Your name is Child 20.
Yo, probably got a t-shirt. All of them got numbers on them.
That's trash, bro. As a man, as a black man. Oh, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and realize, yo, everything you do, you work a minimum wage job, your whole check go to child support because your silly ass could not stop having sex or could not wrap up and protect yourself.
Man.
Think about that, bro. You 30 years old. You can't do nothing in life, yo. Honestly, those women might be better off just letting it go.
Can you court mandate a vasectomy?
In that case, they should.
No, I'm just wondering. The court's always changing laws and shit.
Right. I think in certain cases,
because I believe there was situations with women having too many children, and it was like a discussion in court.
I think it should, bro.
I think that should be
you fathering children that you can't even remotely be a part of.
Because look at all of the conversations and proposed laws that are telling women what to do with their bodies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But nothing to tell men to tighten up.
This right here, this is extreme. Something got to be done. Fuck tighten up, nigga. We clipping your shit. You're going to be shooting blanks. You want to shoot so damn much.
Right. That's all he doing is shooting, too.
Bro, people be hooping and they ask him, hey, man, why you wearing number 30? I'm my father's 30th child. Come on, son. What?
Yo, the sad part is them kids going to grow up, and out of them 30, let's give a ratio of 5 is going to go and be successful. They're not going to do nothing for their dad. And they shouldn't.
They probably don't even know.
Right. Shit, they probably don't even know each other. Think about that, that's 30 kids in one area. You fuck around and date your sister. Fight and kill your brother.
Yeah.
Think about that. Fight and kill your brother. You don't know that's your brother. That everybody got ops now.
I don't know. They might know each other. You fuck around and fight one of them. Then what, nigga? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 30 of them pull up. That'd be great if they all knew each other. But come on, bro. The likelihood of them all knowing each other is very slim to none.
Want to do all the
11 women, bro. 11 women. Out of them 11 women, maybe 2 or 3 of them actually know and like each other.
It's in the same city also?
I think they are. I think they all in the same area in Tennessee.
What's that, Clayton?
It's Tennessee. I don't know. I don't even know Clayton. In Clayton, North Carolina. Tennessee, maybe Durham. Maybe Durham. Shit. A lot of them ninjas out there be doing the most.
That story is ridiculous, man. I'm glad you got that out the way, man.
The wildness, bro. Yo, let's get into it, man. So, you did a good job at you adding topics and shit, bro. Look at you growing up, bro.
Oh, you
I want to
me
say
out?
that. Yeah, I'm calling. Yeah.
You calling me out?
I go to the joint. I had to get rid of some of the topics from last week. I said, oh shit, Dot adding topics and shit this couple weeks in a row. Damn.
Nah, some cross my mind, I throw it on there. If it click, we do it. If it don't click, we take it off. It be loosely on my mind.
I like this, man. I know you got one. I don't remember this was from last week. I think it's from this week. But why are so many young men depressed?
Yeah, because just reading and going through things. It's right. A lot of young men are going through it, man, and just different theories. I don't think there's no one definitive answer, but there are a lot of young men that you have some that have no one to talk to, and then you have some that don't think it's okay to talk to somebody.
Where do they get that from?
We kind of instill it, man, because you want boys to be men so fast. We talk about it all the time. Be a man, don't cry. Be a man, suck it up. Even when we joke about it sometimes, it's real in some households. Like, young men can't express themselves at all.
Right. And
there's not that yin and yang of the nurturing mother and a disciplining father in a household a lot of times. A lot of times you have one or the other. Either you're over-disciplined or you're under-disciplined.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These kids need this balance. I grew up in two-family households. So whether I liked or disliked certain things, I did have a balance because my mother and father parent differently. So I had a balance that can bring the totality of a person. And even people that grew up without fathers, a lot of times they had uncles, they had OGs. And as time went on, the uncle and the OG factor has decreased. It's been minimized. We talk about that a lot too. And this topic can have so many different reasons and variables. It's just, and even sports that taught us a lot of things about being responsible within the team frameworks. A lot of that's not there anymore.
Right.
The little leagues are leaving. The only thing now you have is AAU, and AAU be gouging people. Everybody can't afford to send their kids to AAU.
I think when my boys start playing AAU, I'm probably gonna end up really sponsoring the team.
Bro, AAU was like paying tuition.
Yep.
And then in some of these situations, it's like, yo, why are we going to Vegas for a tournament? My son is 9.
Right. All the way to Vegas to play a tournament.
And my son ain't even good. He ass. My son was good though. But I'm saying my son is ass. And now I'm going to Vegas for a tournament. A lot of parents can't afford, like a lot of these kids are sponsored by somebody.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then, it's rough, man. It's rough. Growing up too, a lot of us had siblings also we can lean on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We, like, my parents had like 10 siblings, both apiece. And I told them one time, I said, what you don't understand is you knock these children, but you had siblings that assisted you in the development of growing up.
Yep, I agree.
A lot of these kids are only children.
Yeah.
Like my son has a sister. His mother had another child, later on in life. But their age gap is like,
so
their age
far
gap.
apart, right?
Yeah, he was already like senior high school. She came along. So they didn't grow up together. Like he can be there for her, but no other sibling was there for him.
Right.
And even when you mad cool with your son as a man, it still takes something within your son to have that conversation when they become a teenager.
I agree.
They have to humble themselves to tell you, Daddy, he taught you about something. Whether it's about a female, whether it's about life being overwhelming. I dealt with my own son. He's 28. Right. He had to go through something for us to have that conversation later. Because in his mind, whether he was ashamed to talk to me about it or he felt like he could handle it.
Right.
Or the combination of both.
It's probably a combination of both.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So it's easy for us to say, I don't know why they're depressed. And both of us have admitted to going through depression.
Hell yeah.
Right? I had a female say to me one time, well, I don't know what you're depressed for. You so talented. Last time I talked to that motherfucker too. That was it. That's the point. I give you the appearance of strength. You act like I don't have a moment that's weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron debated with the GOAT. LeBron has had some games where he was out there and he was just not there.
Yeah.
Or he might miss that final shot. As men, a lot of times we show this He-Man thing like everything is fine. Like instinctively, I always tell you I'm good. I am good, but I still might be going through something.
Right.
I still might have something that makes me not want to get out of the bed. I just discipline myself to go forward. So how do you expect a child to process that though?
No, I'm with you totally. I'm with you totally on that, man. I think we as parents got to hold some accountability for that.
Yeah.
And we have to look at, like, you see the young man and that went to Alabama and he shot the girl because she didn't want to be with him no more. To me, too much of that is happening. We're holding our emotions too much in, where we react into things, and now you got to live with a lifetime consequence. Like, I had my oldest son saw that, and he was like, Dad, why would he kill some girl because he don't want to be with? I said, because we don't know. I said, a lot of times men do not know how to deal with their emotions in a productive manner. And I had to sit my boy down and let him know, women, as you get older, women are going to come, they're going to go. And you're going to have situations where you're going to be hurt, and you're going to have situations where you may hurt them. I said, but don't ever risk your life and freedom for no one. I don't give a fuck who they are.
Deeper than that, being that your kids in a 2-parent household, so they see a representation of love.
Right.
That representation of love has way more power than many of us realize and understand. Because as a young man, you need to understand, just because you love that woman and you're deeply in love with that woman, doesn't mean your relationship is going to always last.
Nope.
It doesn't mean your relationship is going to work. And if you genuinely love that woman, you don't want to see that woman hurt. Whether she is by your side or not by your side.
And I told my son that. I said, dude, I love your mother with all my heart. But if we ever separated, if we ever divorce, I will hate it, but I will let her go about her way. I'm not going to take her off this earth because of my feelings. I'm never going to do that. I said, you got to put your feelings to the side. Yeah, and that's what I told her. I said the same thing. I said, that means you don't love the person you're doing that. You're going to eliminate them because you don't want them to be with anybody else.
If I can't have you, nobody can have you.
You don't control anyone. No one controls you, and you don't control them. They're their own person.
Well, look at this, though. If you say to a woman, if I can't have you, nobody can, and she stays with you, what are you going to do now?
Right.
Now this woman is scared. You're going to kill her. Is that what you want?
No. That's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? So people ain't thinking, if I can't have you, nobody can. So either she stays with you in fear the rest of her life, or you're going to take her life, or you're going to fight every guy she deals with.
Or she's going to stay in fear and then finally does something to you so she can get out of that situation.
That happens too.
Because that happens as well. That happens as well. Yep. Bro, I think we're in an era where people are, yes, tapped in. Again, I'm trying to place my words properly because this could be very insensitive. We're in an era, to me, where everyone talks that mental health shit, but no one really lives up to that mental health discussion. No one really actually.
It's not going too far.
No, because I fixed my words. Because what I was going to say was going to be horrible. And no one really lives up to it like they should live up to it. Everyone just do a lot of talking. You had the Charlemagne the Gods and all these people pushing, going to therapy and therapist this. I do therapy this, checking yourself that. Yes, it all sounds good. And then they drop a book. And then people go out and buy a book. You know what I'm saying? Or they go and do this, or they do every contradictory thing they can do. And then people fall into that trap of just making something that's really something we need commercial.
Well, life is always full of contradictions, and everything is commercialized when it becomes popular.
Right.
You know, it's like for me, I take mental health seriously because I don't want to feel like that no more. You know what I mean? I know what I felt like. Even health-wise, I know what I used to feel like. I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to look like that anymore. And for a lot of people, everything in life is a fad, whether it's their diet, whether it's fitness, whether it's finances, whether it's relationships, everything is like a fad and a temporary Band-Aid. Like you have to change your lifestyle and adapt to it. And I think a lot of times when people speak with mental health, man, they don't give you a realistic perception of it. Like when I tell people with fitness, I'm like, yo, I went years working on losing the weight, getting my diet together, getting my head right. People think they're gonna do something.
Yo, this shit ain't easy.
30 days.
That shit ain't easy, bro.
But when people speak about mental health, like I say to people all the time, you got to get out of your own way. But I also say to people, get out of your own way. It might take a year.
Right.
It might take a couple years.
Because I'm struggling right now.
Everybody's time is different.
I'm struggling right now with being consistent within my workout.
When will you ever stop?
I've got
You'll
my
never
meal.
stop.
I got
You'll
my
never
meal
stop.
stuff. I agree. I got my meal stuff down. I got how I eat, my eating times. I got all that patterns, all that shit down. But just getting my ass and going to the gym and physically working out on a regular basis, it's been a struggle for me, man.
You might have to find something you can do in your garage that'll just keep you focused every day. Before you start getting on your laptop and doing your things, you might just do some burpees, have some dumbbells, find your own little workout. You got to punch your bag, punch that joint in the morning. Give yourself 30 minutes every morning to start your day.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you might not have thought of it that way, but that's an option.
I didn't.
And
that's an option. I got shit here to do it too.
Before you do anything, go downstairs, do some burpees, get some dumbbells.
You're right.
Maybe get you a little bench, you a little circuit. Take you 3 days where you do a little circuit in the morning. Start off 3 days, then go 5.
You're right.
Not even nothing crazy. Get you a quick 30 minutes in the morning, get yourself pumped up, and get it going.
No, you're right, bro. No, you damn sure
you know what I'm saying? See, use your resources, man. You're playing games.
You're right, man. You're right.
You know what I mean? But see, right there, though,
you're right.
To give you credit, I don't want to give your ass right now. That's the first step people don't take. The acknowledgement of it.
Right.
First thing people want to say is, I don't have time.
That's been my excuse for the longest, and I got to stop making that excuse.
Every movie you watch in 2023 is either going to be an hour and a half or 3 hours.
Yep. You got time.
Every TV show, 40 minutes, an hour with the commercials.
You're right.
It's time.
You got time. You got time. No, you are 1,000% right, my brother.
You're gonna feel better. Your mental health a lot of times is better as a result. You're gonna look better in your clothes. And when you look better in your clothes, you feel better about yourself. You just do.
No, you're right.
Anybody tell me different, lying like a motherfucker.
Because when I do work out, I feel great.
That shirt you couldn't wear, when you put it on and you can wear it and it don't look awkward, you're gonna feel better. And your wife's gonna like it a little bit more. And then when the clothes come off, things get a little bit more tense. If they don't for you, I feel sorry for you. When the clothes come off, it gets real. The woman notices your body, bro.
No, they do. They do.
They might not say nothing, but when things start to tighten up.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So when things start to tighten up, other things start to raise up.
No, that's a fact. Even when it comes to my medical like health, like me eating better, vitamins and all that, you know, it's shredding because I've cut sugar, I've cut so many different things, so I'm losing. And even the wife said it. She was like, And then of course you last a lot longer in the bed, and you like, oh shit.
Sometimes it ain't even the time, as far as duration of time. It's the intensity
of it,
the pressure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That different.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? That's that hammer.
You stupid.
Motherfucker get a heartbeat on their ass. They feel that shit.
Nah, you're right. You damn sure right.
And your thoughts will be clearer.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? We always
because me eliminating sugar has cleared up mental. I'm able to think in a faster pace again and process information.
Sugar's one of the number one killers.
Yeah, it's a drug, definitely.
Yeah, sugar's one of the number one killers because we OD on it. You know,
it's in everything.
What I say to a lot of people, one of the first steps you can do is get rid of all the sugary drinks, the sodas and all the juices.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And just start with drinking a lot of water. Your body changes off of that.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the main causes of excessive sugar with a lot of people, like within the workplace. Whether it's in corporate America or if it's blue-collar workers, sodas are consumed at high rates because people feel like, I need this energy. And
you don't.
You know, like I had a partner that tried to stop eating meat, and now he's going back to eating meat because he said he needs the energy. And I said to him, I said, bro, you're just misinformed, man. Like, if you want to eat meat, fine. If you want to drink that soda, fine. But realize what you're putting into your body and how you're going to try to regulate what you want to do, what's best for you.
Right.
Because many of us are just misinformed. Like, when I was younger, I thought that soda was giving me that caffeine boost. You know, you drink that Mountain Dew.
Hell no, that shit is the worst for you.
Man, give you a quick rush, and then when you crash, nigga, what?
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Like Red Bull. When I see people drink Red Bull right now, I'm like, yo, you ain't hear them talking about how Kevin Samuels died from that shit? Like, I ain't talking people that drink Red Bull once in a while. Yo, I got people I work with that every day got a Red Bull. I got people I work with that every day have a Monster. I'm talking about every night. And these are the worst energy drinks you can have.
I agree.
The worst. And every day?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sometimes 2 of them in one night.
That's a lot, son.
And females is even worse because you know their bodies are different.
Oh yeah, be tasting like a battery.
Man, what? You squirting out that Duracell. Talking about some wet. Baby, you squirting that Duracell.
You stupid as hell. Yo, man, you put miseducation from mom. What do you mean by that, bro?
Well, we talked about it earlier. The single family households, yeah. They're getting a one-sided perception. And then when they become adults, a lot of times things are missing. And there are some single mothers that do a phenomenal job.
Yes, they are.
But I'm not going to get into percentages, but far too often, they don't. Far too often, I don't even think they're trying to.
Especially with their males, their men.
Well, a lot of times, these single mothers are just trying to survive, man. You know, like I've worked with single mothers that have 3-4 kids, and they're just trying to survive. And survival sometimes comes over the nurturing. They got to survive. Right. Yeah, they're struggling. There's some people say, well, why do they have so many kids? Well, I mean, it's neither here nor there at that point.
Right.
It's done.
Because they're here now, so.
You're done. And you have a lot of young ladies that will like almost disown by their family, or they distance themselves from their family. They meet a man, they think that man is it. They think that man's going to be there. They think that's their new family. And what do you do when you think that's your family? You have a baby.
Maybe, yeah.
Then they meet another guy, or maybe they had two with that guy, didn't work. And then they meet another guy. They think, okay, this guy's he's already helping me with my 2 kids. He seems like a great dad. So I'm going to give him one. That's his.
Right.
Now you got 3.
Right.
But then when he leaves, now you're a single mom with 3 kids. You didn't take time to educate yourself. You didn't take time to get a skill. And your body's so broken down, you can't even work. You're tired all the time. You got health issues. I see a woman I work with, man. Her ankles were this big, And I'm like, you ever get that check? She was like, yeah, every time I go to the doctor, they tell me something's wrong with me, so I don't go.
What an excuse, man.
Son, this real life shit. Some people they're trying. So I'm saying they so much is put into just trying to survive to where they're not living, and then you have to raise these children. You know what I'm saying? And then you got men saying stuff to women. Oh, if we ain't together, I ain't helping you with that kid.
Yeah, which is the worst shit ever, my nigga. Like,
you're gonna make mistakes. I say to young people, you're gonna make mistakes.
You're gonna make mistakes.
There's a good chance you have a child with a man that isn't there, right? Mm-hmm. But like my mother used to always tell me, you halfway listen to your parents, you get older, things come up. My mother would always say, you're gonna make mistakes, but the thing is, you don't want to keep repeating the same mistakes.
Yep.
You don't want to continue going backwards. And that's the simplest thing to say to somebody, but that shit is powerful.
It's very powerful.
Sometimes we go too hard trying to get the bars where we can just have the basic fundamentals. Mm. Even as a man, you might have a child with a woman that becomes a baby mama. It'll happen. You want to be a good father, but this situation prevents you from that. From that point on, you should learn from that. And there's a chance you might do it again. Sometimes it ain't your fault. Sometimes everything within a relationship presents itself to be wonderful. Then the child comes and hell, just
yeah.
People change. Hell, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm not the man I was 5 years ago.
We shouldn't be though.
Yeah, but some people change the other way.
Okay.
Especially after a child, when life gets real. Life different. You don't even have that child. Maybe you can't buy that new PlayStation for $500.
Well, I don't call it a miseducation on mom then, man.
No,
I just call it life. You know what I'm saying?
All over the place.
Yeah,
but it's a heavy responsibility when you have a single mom. You know what I mean?
But it goes back to man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is. But I took it somewhere. But also, if you have a single mother, you can't have within a household where all you're doing is bashing men all day. And bashing a father that's also trying to be there. When I put that on there, I was basically talking about fathers that really want to be there with their kids, and the mother is acting like the father don't.
Right.
Then you got a situation.
I know that very well.
Yeah, that's really where I came from. I just went somewhere when I was talking. I was rambling. But that's really where it came from. There's a miseducation for mom, and you got a lot of men that want to be fathers, that attempt to be fathers, some that give up, some that continue to fight. But you have a mom that's preaching the father being at fault for every situation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I've seen it within my own family, relationships that are broken, where a man moves forward, where it's not even almost safe in the home no more because this woman is like combative. But the children never see that. All they hear from mom is, dad this, dad don't want to do this, dad don't want to do that. That's where I was coming from.
And the whole time, Pops is really trying to be there. He's working his ass off. The one thing I hate the most hearing is, dude, you need to work harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to go harder. Like, I gotta go fight. You need to fight. I gotta go fight to see something that's supposed to be mine as well.
It is. I got my origin. I want you to finish that. But my origin of putting that is, I saw 5 clips in one day where women said men ain't shit, and they were all single mothers, right? So that's where I really, in my mind, I got it from without breaking it down into subtitles. That's really where it came from. Where they just came out, shit them down, and said men ain't shit,
with no accountability for what they did, or how they doing things.
That's the direction I was coming from. So you have mothers that raise their kids all day, all through the years, say men ain't shit. Whether you have a son or you have a daughter, they're hearing that men ain't shit, men ain't shit, men ain't shit. And they're adamant about that. And of course, that's not all women, but you can't act like that's not a culture.
Right.
And there's a level of accountability that goes to men and women. It goes to men and women. But when you're a mother and you're raising children and you're raising them within that culture, I mean, there's a danger within that.
No, it's a super danger. I just hate it, man. Because I've had someone tell me, man, you need to fight harder. I'm like, dog, how much fighting am I going to do, bro? I'm fighting hard as fuck. How much more fighting I got to do, dog?
Show me a different angle. What else can I do?
Word. Like, to me, that's the shit that dumbfounds me. It's no accountability on the woman to be like, yo, let that man see his kid, yo.
You can't force your way into the house.
You can't even go to court. You can't even go to a court system and talk to them about that. It's so many loopholes. And I say this all the time. Women, all they got to do is literally go to this place, fill out a form, and you automatically put on child support. For you to fight that, you have to go get a lawyer. You have to prove all this other stuff. You got to bring all this other documentation, and all she has to do is put your name on the paper. It's a man in Michigan right now. He had sex with this woman years ago. Years ago. This woman had a baby. The only name she could remember was the guy that treated her right years ago. And she figured, oh, he'll be a good father, and put his name on the birth certificate. And this man didn't even know he was on child support for years. He was in arrears. This motherfucker was going to jail, losing his job. He's like, what the fuck? What you mean I don't have no kids? Come to find out, this woman that he had sex with 13, 14 years ago put him on child support for a child that was probably 5. And when he went to court and he found out the kid isn't his, the judge said, well, your name is going to stay as the father because we're not going to make this child a bastard because there's a no bastard law.
Yeah, but the money that was put into the kitty, is that returned?
No, he still has to pay that bread. They still forcing him to pay that bread.
Nah, that's ridiculous, bro.
Still forcing them to pay that bread.
That's ridiculous.
Which is fucking nuts, man. Fucking nuts. They make it and that's the shit that bothers me, man, because they make it so hard for us to have to just to even be in our children's lives, but make it easy for them to tell us, dog, how about remember the man that had his child's mother was in prison. He had the child the whole time. Soon as she got out of prison, she immediately was ordered to give the child back to her.
Yeah, that's when we first started discussing.
The little boy was crying and shit. Yo, he
doesn't know that family.
Nope.
So you're telling me I can raise my son and do a great job at raising my son. Everything is fine, doing well in school and everything. This woman comes home from prison. She doesn't even know my son because she was locked up. The baby was born in prison.
Yep.
So you come home 7 years later and the court gives you custody of my son, not even knowing where you're going to be living at. You just came home. You don't even have your own place to live. So you take my son out of my home.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Don't even have your own shit, bro.
I know there's never been a situation where a man came home from prison and got custody.
And custody, let alone be able to see the fucking child.
Yeah, that story killed me, man, to see that father on the ground crying like that.
Crying, bro, like a baby, son.
Because he knew that child going with that mother was a bad environment. And he know how hard he worked.
I'm about to play this video.
Things.
Yep. About to play this video right here.
Information in a story first exposed about the state ordering a Detroit man to pay child support for a kid that everybody agrees isn't his.
As 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell tells us, the court has made him a wanted man until he pays up.
When I exposed this story, I thought someone a friend of the court would fix a clear injustice. Instead, a warrant has now been issued for Carnell Alexander's arrest. For him, it's deja vu. In 1991, during a traffic stop, Carnell Alexander got a shock. Police arrested him. His crime? Being a deadbeat dad.
I knew I didn't have a child, so I was kind of blown back.
He told 7 Action News he would later learn this happened because his ex needed help.
I had to turn to welfare to get assistance to take care of them, and I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get assistance.
That started a paternity case. A process server then turned in this paper saying Carnell had been notified at a house in Highland Park. So when he didn't show up at court, he was legally listed as dad. The problem? Carnell didn't get notified. He wasn't even at a house in Highland Park. He was in prison for a crime he committed as a young man. And by the time he learned about the paternity case, judges told him it was too late. Legally, he owes the state more than $30 grand for assistance paid to care for a child.
I did not father, that I did not biologically create or spend any time with throughout my life. I find that very unfair.
Carnell says he won't pay. He tells me tomorrow he will turn himself in.
I will go to jail if I have to because I'm tired of the situation of the mishandling of the case.
I don't think that's right.
Murray Davis from the National Family Justice
should go to
Association
fucking jail.
says there are thousands of men in Carnell Alexander's shoes because Michigan does not have paternity fraud laws that protect men.
Michigan does not recognize paternity fraud in the sense that a person who has been found not to be the father is relieved of those obligations.
I did reach out to a friend of the court and was told that they cannot comment on open and active cases. Carnell, in the meantime, plans to go to court and turn himself in tomorrow with his attorney, who hopes to convince a judge to let him go free. We'll let you know what happens. Kim Russell,
Why do you
7
have to
Action
convince
News.
anybody?
All right, Kim, certainly a lot of people watching that one.
What do you mean convinced?
Bro.
What way you at now, though?
I don't know. I can double check. We'll double check later and we'll talk about this another time. But bro, think about that. Think about that shit, bro. No, bro, she said she had to put him on it. You see, they blurred her fucking face.
Why?
She had to pull him on it so she think about a man that probably had sex with her good, that treated her right, and like, yo, I'm gonna put him on it. Whole time, bro, in jail. He don't know.
Why is her identity being protected?
Of course, man. We live in an age where women's identity is always be protected. A woman can tell you, can say that you
committed a crime.
A woman can say you had sex with her and she did not permit it, and your ass will go to jail or you'll be fighting that shit. Your reputation will be killed and destroyed. But no one will say that she was foul for that shit, and she know that she didn't do right, and she know that was a lie. And then when you get found not guilty for that, nothing happens to her. She goes home. All she get called is a liar, and she goes home about her business. And now you got to repair your reputation, and you got to repair your life for something that you did not do. How many sports players that went to jail for rape and they didn't rape the girl?
Yeah, that's a culture. Yeah, that's a culture.
Think about that shit, man. Think about that shit.
I really don't want to, but yeah, it's real.
That shit is crazy. There's no
that culture. I don't think
there's
ever gonna
no
stop,
situation ever in life, even now when we go to social media, where a woman is held accountable for their actions. It's never no situation, bro.
No, they can charge you.
Female can say straight up and down, I ain't going 50-50 with no man. I'm saving all my money, and he got to take care of me. No accountability. She don't see where none of that shit sounds stupid. How about Corinne Steffens? He got a little dick. I can't be with him. But as soon as we say, yo, I'm tired of all that weave and all this other shit, first of all, your body count, you fucking too many dudes. And then we wrong for saying that shit.
First of all, why does she even have a platform that people listen to when she wrote a book talking about how many dicks she sucked?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that, but think about that. But that's the culture that's promoted now, though.
Yes,
that is the culture that OnlyFans culture is what's promoted. It's a young lady, I saw a video where she said She said, why would she be why she said the only way she will stop doing OnlyFans is this man got to come and take care of her 3 kids, all of her bills, everything. And then she would consider stopping OnlyFans.
Why would a man want to do that?
Think about that. Then I will consider to stop doing OnlyFans. And guess what? All the girls that's sitting there, that's right, girl. That's right. He got to be able to take care of it all.
Why? And all you bring in is some sex.
Man, fuck you and your kids. Them little niggas, man. Fuck you and your kids.
Fuck the kids?
Fuck them little motherfuckers. Them ain't mine. You want me to come in and take care of all of them and just stop you from being a hoe? You continue being a hoe.
Yeah, blame the kids, man.
Fuck them kids, man.
I'll never say that.
I did.
They're not my responsibility, but I ain't
not my responsibility.
Still, man, them kids deserve better. Nah, you know you're wrong for that shit. I ain't falling for that. You know better, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that go. But that's
crazy, son.
That is a popular Instagram reel.
Popular.
Very popular. I'll never forget when I was younger. Even when I was younger, this shit was crazy to me. A chick said to me, she said, "Why can't a man just put me on his insurance?" And I'm thinking, like, why would a man pay to have you on his insurance if y'all ain't together? She was like, "What's wrong with that?" And I was like,
"No accountability. No, they don't even think when they say shit that makes sense.
Yeah,
it don't make sense, bro.
Son, I had no response. I was like, "What? Why would I put you on?" You know what I'm saying? Even when I lived in Maryland, I had a chick ask me to get put on my insurance. So I was like, "Yo, I can't put you on insurance. We ain't married." And she was like, "Yes, you can. I know somebody that did it." I was like, "Yo, I don't know where they work at, but if you don't have proof of marriage, you're not just putting a woman on your insurance because you feel like it. If that was the case, mad niggas would be doing that shit."
Right.
And why would I be trying to lie to people to help you?
No. And why am I paying for you to be able to go to the doctor and shit?
That doesn't make sense.
I ain't got nothing to do with you and your doctor appointments, Mom.
Then I don't know if there's a culture of men are doing that for women. I don't know, but yeah, if we together, yeah, I would want you on my insurance. If you don't have insurance, yeah, that's regular.
Yep, that's a different story.
That's regular.
You can consider her as a dependent, and you can place her on it. You can't place your girlfriend on your insurance.
You said you can.
You can. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, you can do it.
I didn't know you can do that. How you do that? I'll look at it later.
Yeah, it's paperwork purposes, but you can do it.
So it just counts as a regular dependent?
Yeah, it'll just be flipped as a dependent.
Oh, shit, that ain't a bad look. Might look into that.
You about to add somebody to your insurance thing?
I mean, if it was a possibility, I would.
Right. But yeah.
Doctor's bills, dentist and shit is ridiculous.
No, it's expensive with them mother, bro.
You know what I mean? It's cheaper for me to pay an extra $50 a month than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my boys. I got my boys on my insurance. Erica has her own insurance. The wife has her own insurance. But I would have her on mine. She just choose not to. She's like, I got my own. I'm cool.
Is hers free or she has to pay for us?
She has to pay too.
But you know, I remember, it sounds ancient now, but I remember when your personal insurance would be free. You just had to pay if you had the kids. You know what I mean?
Mine's is until I add the boys. Once I add the boys, mine's went up. But my personal insurance is free. Well, no, I lied. I had to pay, but it was very small because I chose a plan with a lower deductible and lower copays. But if you do it for free, then your deductible is a little bit higher and your copays are a little bit higher, like $40. I opted for the $20. You know what I'm saying? And then now I got the boys. So
yeah.
They on my shit living life.
Insurance is necessary.
Dental, health, all that shit. Vision. Yeah. Go get all that, man. Get your eyes checked, get your teeth fixed. Get it all together.
And they make me some appointments. I'm paying all this damn insurance.
You better, man. You'll be around here not doing it. You know what I'm saying? But no accountability, man. Yo, what inspires you to get out of bed every morning, man? What's your inspiration?
Knowing what I've been through and where I could be. And I got parents that's 87 years old that get up every morning. My mother gets up every morning at 10 o'clock. She laughs about it when she gets up at 11. You know what I mean? Every morning. 87 years old, every morning. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. My father diabetic, insulin, every morning. You know what I'm saying? It's like every Sunday, been going to church for all of their life. You know, that discipline to do that every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And have a son 28 years old that, you know, still looks at me for direction somewhere. And then not being comfortable with life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just not being comfortable with life and not wanting to miss out on some of the blessings that are there for me.
Yeah. I feel like you miss out on life when you stay in bed too long. I'm the same way. What gets me up every morning is just my family, like wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, like same thing. I got a 22-year-old daughter who sometimes look for guidance and information from me. I got to make sure I'm visible and coherent, and I'm also maneuvering. Then I got goals. I got personal life goals. I got personal life decisions that I've been making and things that I've been doing. That's going to propel my life, and I can't stay in bed all day, you know, thinking shit is just going to happen for me. And plus, you got to live. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be docile.
Yeah.
I don't want to be docile
you miss out.
ever.
You miss out. You miss out. Some
never
people,
want to be docile.
Yo, and then early in the morning, man, like I said, you go to the mailbox, man. You see all these white people walking the dog. You see couples walking the dog. Yo, you see all these people getting up early in the morning just to get moving, and you just gonna lay in the bed all day.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a reason why the energy levels are different. You got some days where you do sleep in. Some days your body has to recharge.
Yeah.
But, you know, getting up in the morning, you know, you gotta. You
Bro,
know
we do this pod at 10 a.m. I'm up at 7. I'm up at 7. I'm doing other stuff. I'm preparing my day. I'm getting some peace and quiet time by myself. You know
That's important. That's important. You know, when you live like, you know, I live by myself. Living by yourself, man, it's a little different level of discipline because you can sleep in, don't nobody know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yeah.
I can skip the gym, won't nobody know. I can eat the wrong shit, nobody know. You know, but me, that's like I gotta police myself. But I don't plan on staying this way.
No, I'm with you there.
You know what I'm saying? But that time, sometimes that time you wake up early in the morning, those couple hours to yourself, there's within that time, you know, 30 minutes, you could have gave yourself a little regimen to work out a little bit.
No, I agree.
Get the heart pumping.
No, you agree. Yeah, this is probably maybe this might be the last question of the day because we're running at an hour. And I think not question, but topic. I think this is a pretty good topic. Is your companion fully responsible for your orgasm? I personally say no. I am not fully responsible for my wife's orgasm. Now I'm fully responsible. I'm fully responsible to make sure that I'm preparing her. And you know, I'm not preparing her. I'm providing her stimulation and, you know, euphoria within, you know, sex so she can orgasm. But I am not fully responsible for that. She has to know her own body as well. She has to.
That's the problem.
Also, you know, if men, we have to be responsive and we need to listen and we need to ask questions so we can know what our partner likes, because not every female that you have sex with like the same thing. And it just doesn't happen. Some women come quicker and easier than others. You know what I'm saying? Some say they never came at all. So your goal is to try to please that person, but I am still not fully responsible for you having an orgasm.
I don't disagree, but men need to know their bodies as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in a relationship with a woman that you care for, that you love, that's a soulmate, if you're at that level, sex is different anyway. You know what I mean?
You already have at least it should be.
Well, the thing is, and I'm not gonna say it's a problem. You can do what you want to do as an adult, but a lot of people are having a lot of random sex. And within random sex, you know, women will just lay there and expect you to pound them until they come. So you're just working and they're just laying there. Most of these women that complain about not having an orgasm, they're just laying there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they get on all fours and you just get behind them and you just pumping all damn day.
Yeah.
And for a lot of men, that becomes their level of what they see sex as being. And then you get into a relationship. Some women don't want to be pounded on all the time.
No.
But then it's also up to a woman to communicate and say, I don't like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, as a man, you can't be offended by that.
No, you shouldn't be.
Like, I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not either, man. I want a woman to let me know if we have
we have to enjoy this experience. Yeah, we have to enjoy this experience.
It's supposed to be the best time that we're having, the most intimate. That is one of our most intimate times. Intercourse. I'm entering your body. We're passing energy. We're passing, emotions, saliva, all type of fluids. This is one of our most intimate moments. I should know what you like. You should know what I like.
She has to know what she likes,
right,
before she could even.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said in the beginning, a lot of women don't know their bodies. A lot of men don't know their bodies.
Nope. That's like when I hear women complain about never having an orgasm. Like, and then you hear them talk, like I was watching the video, chicks say, yeah, I just fake it. I just moan,
Right.
But I'm like, yo, did you not tell this man? Did you tell the man what you like? Did you?
If you faking it, how's it my fault if you faking it?
Right. Are we like, where's the communication? But then once again, there's no accountability. And that's on both sides. Men, like you just said earlier, don't just be up there pounding. Yo, talk to shorties. Whisper some things in the ear. You like that? Okay, cool.
I don't get off on that pounding shit, bro.
Me neither. I can't.
I will never nut if I'm pounding. I'll be fucking forever.
That shit ain't fun, bro. I'm tired now I'm overly tired now for no reason.
You ain't really get no sensation. You just banging, and hearing a bunch of damn hollering. She hollering because the shit probably hurt.
Exactly.
She hollering because
I got my wife conditioned now to communicate during sex, because she didn't do that at first. She used to ask me, why you asking me if I like this or that? I said, I need to know what you like, because that was at the beginning. I'm learning you. And while I'm learning you, I'm gonna ask questions during this learning process. And once I get you, and once I get a full understanding of you, then I'm able to please you properly. But until then, this is gonna be a learning process. Listen. But like she said, she told me she never had no guy do that though, so she didn't understand that.
Every relationship has a go-to move.
Yes.
Whether you're using it because you don't have a lot of time, or it's just a finisher.
Yep.
Don't mean it's over, but you just want to get that climax. Every relationship has that. If not two. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Every woman has one thing she does that you like more than other things.
Yes, a fact.
There's something that you do to her that she likes more than other things. Y'all should know what that is.
You should know what that is.
Yeah, you know what it is. I don't want to be fucking for an hour and shit, and you acting like I ain't hit the spot you want hit. I don't know. You gotta communicate that. Some women like some things that maybe you don't want to do, that you're not into. Like, I ain't the one for you, baby.
And some women don't want to be fucking for hours. Some women don't want to have sex for hours.
Yo, I seen some people say they only wanted like 10 minutes. And
some women want a good 30 minutes. Because a lot of them, I know a young lady I used to have sex with. Yo, she came relatively easy. Once you find her spot, you had to find her spot. Once you found it, it was floodgates. She could not handle after a point. Like, she really be ready to tap out after 30, 40 minutes. She like, yo, I'm tap out. I done came a bunch of times.
30, 40 minutes is a good
right.
amount of time. And it's do you count foreplay within that time frame?
Nah, I count intercourse. I don't count foreplay within that time.
You know what I'm saying? Foreplay makes things go on for like an hour or so.
Yeah, I go intercourse, good 30, 40 minutes, foreplay within that. If you can do that. Some people don't do all that foreplay.
I ain't got to pump nonstop for 30, 40 minutes, man. I can stop, do a little thing in the middle, little.
Yeah. You gonna move around.
Little tune up, extra moisten up, and get back in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pull out, look at that thing a little bit.
Oh yeah. Pop it on the clitoris a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Admire your work a little bit. You gotta admire your work.
Like do a little jabby stabby. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy.
Women don't understand, yo. That's because especially if you one of those chicks that really get watery down there, you know what I mean? We get the groove in a certain way. We might feel it like, I ain't ready to come yet. Let me back out of this. Let me back out of this for a minute. Let me do some of this other shit.
We gotta reset.
Yeah,
I got to call a new play. I got to reset. Call a new play.
Hit the corner.
You know what I'm saying? I got mismatch.
Yo, I gotta back out for a minute. And that's when new
shot clock. You understand, boy? You understand?
Hey, you gotta. Hey, let me back out a minute.
Yeah, sometimes you get a little excited. You be like, oh,
yo, because when that shit get the feeling, you like,
why you stop? Shut up.
Yeah. I got something for you. Calm down. I'm gonna get back to you. Get back to it.
Oh, man.
I remember that spot.
Hell yeah. Don't let them be on top and you start feeling it. Now you stuck. You guys gotta let that shit pop.
And they don't move, son. They don't move. I don't know now one woman you tell them, yo, I'm about to come, and they riding you. Get up. You gotta damn near launch their ass. Well, especially if you back in the day, you ain't trying to damn shoot the club up, but you know you ain't using no protection.
Well, that's why nothing like being with what is yours.
Yes, Lord. Because my pullout game weak in the Shaq free throws. Shit.
Nah, my pullout game was strong back in the days, though.
No, I'm talking about now. Back in the day, I made mad carpet babies.
I'm too old for all that shit, bro.
Mad carpet and chest babies.
Bro,
I'm
too old for all that.
I ain't pulling out nothing.
That's
yours.
Shit,
you
bro.
take that to the toilet with you.
Take
that with you, man. Shit, that's yours.
You could pee it out or push it out, whatever you do.
Whatever you gotta do. That's yours, though. It ain't mine no more.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
That's mine. No longer mine. That's my gift from me to you.
Yeah.
Do with it as you please.
It's gonna be the gift to keep on giving because you're gonna get some more of this later.
Yo, that's a fact. You stupid. But
yeah, but I don't know. Do people learn that on their own? I mean, men need to introduce that conversation more with women that they, though. You know, because I didn't really even consider it till I got older. You know, maybe late 30s, maybe I don't know, 40s.
I say late 20s. That's when I started caring.
Nah, I didn't get
really caring. Late 20s. Nah, late 20s. I started really caring. You know what I'm saying? You be fucking as a rabbit, and you think because you're younger, you have sex so many times within that course of the day with that person, that one person. You're like, eventually you'll get it right. But I think as I got older, I was like, yo.
Yeah, but I had years. I had years where I had ejaculation issues, man. I would bang for an hour and don't nut. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I would never complain about it or blame the female for it. It was a lifestyle for me. Like shit, I went damn near a decade more like that. Like you might nut, you might not, but it was mostly.
But
just
desensitized
to it.
All right, cool. Question though: when you self pleasure, did you release then?
Not all the time. Sometimes it takes too long and I quit.
Yeah, I've been there.
Especially when I was a drinker, man. You fuck around, fall asleep.
I've been there before,
you know
bro.
I mean? Can't
you be
find
jagging
the right,
on so you like, man, this shit is ridiculous. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Can't find the right movie and shit. You
nah, I'm up out of here.
Can't
get the right visual in your head.
Man, Wi-Fi wasn't all that good back then.
No, you're right.
And then I ain't talking about when I was little with the VHS tapes. You got to find the right scene. That shit fast forward all slow. Then somebody come home.
I used to have a DVD, Booty Talk 19.
I had all of those. But you still got to find the right scene.
You do. I had this one go-to scene. It was one of the Booty Talks. It might have been Booty Talk 20-something. Shorty sat in a chair. Her ass was out of the chair piece, like right here. And then dude was behind her. He did his thing. I was like, for some reason, I was infatuated with that position. And then I finally got to do that shit. And I was like, yeah, that shit ain't that bad. That's kind of hard. She got to have some ass. It's crazy. She got to have some ass and a good arch.
When you read about porn and shit, how mentally it damages you, things of that nature, man. And I'm 50-50 on it.
Me too.
I think it depends on the content, because I've seen some porn that was actually passionate.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? All porn isn't like savagery.
All sex ain't fucking passionate though. Sometimes your partner just want to get fucked.
Yeah, but that's different from being spit in the mouth, peed on, choked to death.
What are you watching? Them kinks. I'm not watching none of that.
That's nothing to do with what I'm watching, but you know, we acting like it don't exist.
Right.
When
but
people
start different.
But that's what they're talking about when they say that. It's just what I'm saying.
I think
you agree with me acting like you disagree again.
No. It's not that I'm disagreeing at all. Some people, they talking about porn in general. They're not talking about the different kinks within porn.
That's why I said I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Because all porn ain't there. Certain porn you can watch with your lady.
Yeah.
Certain porn, certain scenes might be a little bit too much. Where they be like, oh, you like that? And you be lying. No, I don't do that shit. Damn.
You be like, damn, that's my move. There.
I would try that shit.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. There's a couple things. There's a couple things I was able to try in life from porn. I was like, yeah, that's hard. And it was some things I haven't been able to try that I do want to try, but I know my wife ain't gonna be down for that shit.
Ain't no way I would do that. You like that shit? You be like, hell no, I don't like that shit. They wild. Like when they be asking you, you see what she got on? You be like, yeah, what she got that on for? The nerve of her.
And you like that shit sexy than
that shit look good. You be like, yeah, that bitch nasty.
That shit's sexy to the mother. You like, yeah,
nasty.
Damn, baby.
You look again, you be like, look at that. What?
Yo, my youngest son, right? I cut on Instagram the other day. I was just laying on the bed. I didn't know he was behind me. As soon as I cut on Instagram, it was a girl in bra and panties. So my youngest said, Daddy, what you watching? I said, bro, I just cut this on. I said, I just cut this on, bro. That just popped up on my screen.
You be like, Trey sent it to me.
No, here's the catch. So I scrolled past it. He come back. Go back to that chick again. I say, if you don't go in your damn room, I was like, go in your room.
Get out of here, little boy.
So we get in the car and he said, Dad, you be watching girls on your phone. You cheating on mama. I said, I ain't cheating on your damn mama with my phone, bro.
There are some people that look at porn as being cheating.
I had a friend who his wife thought that way.
What do you think about that?
That's some bullshit, man. Ain't no damn cheat.
If your wife looked at dicks on a regular, that wouldn't bother you?
I don't know how I would feel, to be honest with you. I wouldn't think it was cheating, but I don't know how I would feel.
I've never experienced this, so I don't know.
Me neither. I've never experienced it either. I don't know how I would feel about it.
I don't think it would bother me like that. Like,
I don't think it would bother me either, but we don't.
But I mean, if I'm
sitting
right next to you, you doing it, I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
What are we doing? What are you doing? Do that shit on your own time. Don't do that on my time. Because I'm not sitting here looking at pussies while you sitting next to me, man. Like,
I'm trying to get that.
Right. But I don't know how I would feel. I don't know.
No, because I hear women speak all the time. And I was watching the episode of BMF, and the mother was bugging out because she found some porn magazines in his guitar case. You know, and she looked at it as if she felt she wasn't desirable anymore. That's why you watch porn. Women gonna understand if we watch porn, it's not because we don't desire you anymore.
It has nothing to do with you.
Because it's very rare that you watch porn and you're looking at a woman that looks like your wife.
Right.
Like, you know,
we're not comparing the two. And we're not comparing the two.
Your wife is tall and slim, right? Yes. You might look at a chick on the internet with a big ass.
That's what I look at.
You know what I'm saying? Most men look at stuff that they don't have at home. Your woman got big titties, you might look at women with small titties. You know what I'm saying? If your woman's big and athletic, you might look at slimmer women.
Yeah.
Some men look at fat women in porn and they don't have no fat women at home. Some men got fat women fetishes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's safe.
It's nothing about them. To me, it's nothing about them.
It has nothing to do with them.
There's nothing to do with them. It's just some interpersonal pleasures that you want to meet while you're doing this. I think my wife is gorgeous, phenomenal body. But sometimes I look at chicks with a little more fluff to it.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? A little more. So that's the time. That's if I'm searching porn. But I haven't looked at porn in so damn long. Been detoxing from that shit, my damn self.
I've had to do it several times.
Right.
It takes too much time sometimes, man.
It does, right.
It might take you an hour to find the right fucking movie.
Then I'm done. And what if you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit and you going to the beach and meat?
That's when the legs fall asleep.
Then it take mad long to find porn. Now your ass crusty. Now you
my legs fall asleep. I done fell off the toilet like that before. My legs fall asleep. You know, like reaching for air, you be like, oh! But I hit the wall, boom. And then I look around, see if somebody saw me.
Then you realize you're home alone.
Right? Like, what are you doing, stupid ass? Yo, son, to this day, I do that shit if I fall. I look around, like, what am I looking for?
Yo, jacking off is the most embarrassing thing because you feel like shit afterwards. You're like, oh, why did I even do that shit? Now I got to clean up.
My pops almost caught me one time when I was a teenager.
I've never been caught.
I was like at the back of the house watching someone on VHS tape. Nobody was home. Mm-hmm. And, he came home kind of quiet. And I was in the back bedroom. And he was like, what you watching there? I ain't never seen that one. I had to watch that one later. And he walked out, right? Bro, I felt so awkward, say. It's back in the VHS tape days. Yeah, right? I was like, yo, let me get out this store.
Salute the pops for that one, yo. I didn't walk out. Son.
Then walked out on me, son. I felt so dirty.
I'll say this. My mom caught me having sex and I didn't even know it. Me and my ex, my daughter's mother, Doug, and put this out there. Me and my daughter's mother, we skipped school. I know my mom worked. She was at work. Go have sex. We doing our thing. 1, 2, 3. I didn't know my mom came home. My mom came home, came and looked in my window because I had like a little thin curtain. Saw me having sex and left. She left. I didn't even know. She left. I think she came home for lunch. She left. Of course, we finished and I went back, act like I was coming to school. Then I come home with my brothers, this, that, and the third. And I'm in my mom's room talking. We just having a regular conversation. Regular conversation.
Yeah.
She go and say, if you have sex in my house again, I'm going to beat your ass. And don't say you didn't do it because I saw you and, my daughter's mother.
I like that. I like how she handled that.
She was like, I ain't stop you, but you better not do that shit again.
I ain't mad at that.
My brother was in there. My brother backed up to the door and fell out laughing. He went running in the other room, laughing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either, but that shit was crazy, son. I sat in my bed like, I told my daughter, Mom, she said, she did. I said, yep.
Yeah, I did downstairs with my father in the house several times. My father never came to check on me, son.
Man, I done had sex in the house too. My mom sitting right in the other room, son.
Nah,
my mom used to sit. My mom used to stay in her room, right? She'd be in her room, like especially if she got home from work. She used to, mom, single mother. She used to work at a plant, driving forklifts. So my mom would be in her room, dead tired. I knew she didn't come out. I was sit in the front room and get head, like sit right on my couch at the front.
My mom's ain't play that shit. You ain't had no privacy around my mom's. You couldn't close no doors, and that's why I never had company because couldn't close no door, and then she'll walk past every few minutes. Nah, I ain't never had company around my mother, man. My father, if my mother was at work or something, my pops ain't care. That nigga was watching soap operas, doing whatever he was doing if he was home. I'd be downstairs doing whatever. He ain't care. Pops ain't never even check on me, son.
He's like, that little nigga, all right.
He ain't care. For all I know, he could have been upstairs violated. I don't know. I guess he figured, shit, nigga, I ain't gonna tell on you. You don't tell on me. Tell me.
I'm done with this shit, man. Yo, we're gonna end on that note, man. You got any last words for the pod, man?
What I'm gonna say is, yo, take care of your health. Don't wait for the doctor to say what's wrong with you. Don't wait to have pains in your body before you pay attention to it. Don't wait to go totally broke and you in debt and them police knocking on your door to take a bunch of finances. Woo. Let today be the day. The time is now. Let's all do better. Let's all grow together. And on behalf of the Black Male Podcast, we want to see you all do well. And even the ones that don't want us to do well, we thank you for your negative comments because that does increase engagements. And we don't have a problem with it.
And we appreciate that. Yo, man. I'm TALLSHON. TS is who I am.
Tre-Dot is who I am.
It's a Black Male Podcast episode 93. And I hope y'all enjoyed the end of this podcast. This is a hell of a way to end it. All right. Peace.
Yo.